Alright, so last video we removed the stock steering wheel. This video we will be installing a Nardi twin line steering wheel with the horn, the Greddy, and work spell quick release with the work spell short hub. And I pretty much just assembled it real quick just to see how it stacks up with the stock steering wheel. As you can see, it is a little bit taller. It'll pull the wheel a little bit closer to me, and it's also a little bit smaller, so it'll help me get more clearance for my legs, drive a little bit more comfortably. So I'm pretty much just gonna disassemble this right now, put them back in the box that it came in so you guys can see all the stuff that it came with, and then we'll get right to the assembly. Alright, so got everything back in the boxes that it came in. I think I'm just gonna run through this real quick with you guys, show you guys what comes in the boxes, and then we'll get to the installation. So this is the short hub. Comes with two different resistors with female and male ends. You can see right here, this is the male, this is females. So it comes with those resistors. Then it comes with this, which is the ground for the horn. It's gonna plug into the little connector that we took out, and this is gonna plug into the earth rings that are in there. I'll show you guys those in a second. And then these, I don't think we will be needing these, but this sends you pretty much everything you'll need. Then you get a new steering wheel nut and a lock washer, and then originally this came in its own little plastic package, but I threw that away because I had already unboxed it. And so that's everything that comes in this. It also has these bolts right here. I'm not actually going to be using these because the steering wheel came with bolts, and the quick release also came with its own bolts. So I'm going to set those aside because I'm actually not going to use those. And this is the quick release. These are the bolts that I'm going to use to mount the quick release onto the hub. And then this is the Allen. These are the earth rings, so these are going to provide the ground points for the horn. So these are going to be in between the quick release and the hub, and the quick release and the steering wheel. So this is this quick release. And then put this all back, and I'll show you guys everything that comes with the steering wheel right here. Steering wheel comes packaged in this. You guys already saw the steering wheel. Comes with the horn button right here, and then the ring to keep the horn button in the steering wheel. Goes over it like that. And then it comes with a sticker, which is always nice. And it comes with its own bolts. These are the bolts that I'm going to use to mount the steering wheel onto the quick release. So that's pretty much everything that we're working with. Now we can go and install everything. So actually, I think while I'm in here right now, I'm gonna mount up the steering wheel to the quick release so we can save a step once we're outside. So as you guys saw, this comes out into two pieces. This is gonna mount onto the hub, so we'll put that aside right here. We're gonna be working with this right here. So we're gonna take one of these. This is gonna be the ground. So if you look right here, all of this stuff has a dot. That dot is gonna be at the very top, right? So we're gonna put the steering wheel over here. This dot is gonna be the very center, and you gotta make sure this all aligns. So the dot is right there. That's gonna be the center of the wheel. So the wheel is gonna sit right here. Now this ground is gonna go into this right here. So now that that's hooked in, we can take this red terminal, put that right here. make sure that all clicks in nicely. So after messing with it a little bit, I saw that this notch right here is pretty much the perfect place to put this ground. So did that, and then I put the ring on the horn first, and then we can relocate the center right there, and then snap that right there. After we do that, you can just make sure that the horn is centered and that it's perfectly straight, and then we can mount it all up. Alright, so we are ready to install this. I also changed the settings on my GoPro a little bit. I turned off the super view and just put it to wide, and so that will get rid of the fisheye effect. I don't really like the fisheye, I should have done that before, but also it is a little bit darker now, so hopefully you guys can still see. But I took the cover off of this, just gonna loop these wires through here, and like I said, there's a dot there, so I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but that dot right there should be right in the center. So when we're putting this stuff in, that dot should be centered, and then this will just snap in. It'll snap onto the clock spring that was right there. So that's on there. Gonna put the lock washer and the nut that came with this. I'm gonna put these on, and this is pretty much a perfect 17. So just gonna put that there, tighten that. They say to tighten this to like 23 feet-pounds of torque. So got this already set to 23. So next thing I want to show you guys is the only real useful part of the instructions that we have is this right here. So looks like they want us to put one resistor in the cruise control, another resistor for the airbags, and then the ground for the horn. So I get my GoPro, and then I'm also gonna put this right here so that we have that in place. I'm gonna put this cover back on just to hold it in place. Alright, so the wire that we connected right here actually connects into the positive, and then the negative connects back over here. So this is the other side of our quick release. We're gonna pretty much just shove these wires in here, and this was the one with the dot, so we're gonna take the dot, line it up, make sure these wires are in there nicely, and we can just bolt it all in. Alright, so we have that all torqued down. As always, go in a star pattern when you're torquing it down, and you don't need a lot of torque, probably like, I think they say like 6-7 pound-feet, and so you really just gotta make sure that it's snug. Last thing we gotta do is just put the wheel on, and we're done with the install. It's all good to go. This feels really nice and tight. There's no play, there's no slack. That was one of my biggest concerns with a quick release, but this one does feel really nice. I'm gonna make one more video. I'm gonna do a quick review, and I'm gonna install this titanium hardware that I got. And so stick around for that. In the meantime, let me know if you guys have any questions or comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.